In 1987, Metallica released the Garage Days Re-Revisited EP, and my friend Patrick and I are going to talk about it on this episode of Records with Ray. So Metallica loses Cliff Burton, dies in a bus accident. They release Master of Puppets, which is their masterpiece. They know it, the world knows it. But now the future of Metallica is uncertain. Are they going to break up? Are they going to continue? Who are they going to have replace Cliff, if he can be replaced? Who knows? The future's uncertain.
Mm-hmm.
But they've decided to continue. And
Thankfully.
And they went with Jason Newsted, who I am a fan of.
Yeah.
I think Jason Newsted is a great bass player. He has a completely different style than Cliff.
Yeah. Uses the pick.
But coming from Flotsam and Jetsam, it's okay in my book.
Great background vocalist, great singer.
Yeah.
To boot, great with the fans, great guy.
Yeah. So I guess what Metallica decided to do is to warm Jason Newsted up is they created Garage Days Re-Revisited. What was it, the $5.98 EP?
$5.98 EP, yeah.
And I think that's what it was. It was literally $5.98. A mini LP that had a handful of songs on it that were all covers.
Mm-hmm.
From Killing Joke, The Misfits, Budgie,
Diamond Head,
and this was their way of like warming Jason up. And I'll tell you what, Patrick,
and also getting back into it too.
And just getting back into
finding their groove again. Yeah.
Do you know why it's called Garage Days Re-Revisited?
No, I don't actually.
Okay, the original Garage Days Revisited, I think, is on the second side of the Creeping Death. Is it Creeping Death? No. It's on the second side of an EP that Metallica did, and it was Blitzkrieg and
Am I Evil?
Yeah, Am I Evil?
So on Kill 'Em All, yeah, it's on the record then.
Yeah, it's not on Kill 'Em All, but it's on a single. It was
okay.
It was either Creeping Death or a song that was off of Kill 'Em All, and they actually have it in parentheses like Garage Days Revisited, because these are songs that they used to practice and play too.
Right.
So this was Garage Days Re-Revisited. I'll tell you what, man. I listened to that album so many times. It was unbelievable. It was like ridiculous. And how could I not? Because it was a mini LP.
Right.
And I'll be like, again, growing up in the middle of nowhere, I knew the Misfits songs were the Misfits songs because I was a Misfits fan.
Right. You love punk, so it's right up your alley.
And it was great to hear Last Caress, because I wouldn't hear the actual Misfits version until like a couple years later.
Right.
So the only version I had of Last Caress was the Metallica version. Green Hell was on Earth ED, so I can hear that.
What a fast song that is.
Oh
Jeez.
my God, it's unbelievably fast. But I remember like songs like Helpless, Crash Course in Brain Surgery, The Wait, and I'm thinking like I mean, like, I heard that, like, okay, these are covers. But I honestly didn't believe it. And I'm like, there's no way. Because Helpless sounds like a Metallica song.
I think they all kind of do.
Yeah, they all do. And, again, I'm like, for, like, the longest time, I was like, no, these are Metallica songs, right? Of course they're not. But, oh my God, such great songs. Crash Course in Brain Surgery.
Bass, the heavy bass sound with it.
The idea of
chuggy.
Yeah, that was something I'd never heard before. Mm-hmm. That kind of bass rhythm. And then did you ever hear the original version?
Yeah.
I think there's like shakers like and like the lead singer.
They definitely took something that wasn't all that great.
The lead singer sounds like Geddy Lee from Rust. Look inside and you will see.
Yeah. But I thought the same thing, where it was like, maybe they were Metallica songs, but just stuff that wasn't released on a regular album. Maybe it was leftovers from Master of Puppets, or, hey, we're just going to release something we worked on in the garage. These are our songs.
Yeah.
We're not going to put them on a regular album or whatever. Just kind of getting Jason and the swing of things here, and here these are, and then come to look at the liner notes and go, they're not even their songs. They've been playing these things since 1981.
That's what I'm saying.
Shows all over the place, and you're like, holy Christ, these are badass songs. And then you hear the originals, you're like, they're okay.
I think I said I think I posted a message on Facebook. I said I want to start a Metallica tribute band, but only do the songs that Metallica covered.
A tribute band.
I think that would be a great idea. That album made me happy because it reaffirmed my faith in that, like, okay, Metallica is not going to go anywhere. They're here to stay. They got a new bass player. And I think it's funny because it's like, obviously, it's supposed to be like a garage rock, a garage recording, but it sounds way better than like
right
than anything that you'd hear. What's your favorite song on it?
Small Hours.
Small Hours.
Small Hours. It's great. It's got that
slow.
It's heavy. It starts out with a dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
And it gets in there with the James coming in dun 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 dun. You know, it's just it's very very heavy, chuggy kind of. It's I love it, but then it's just kind of slows and fades out, and you have the dun 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 dun. It's a fun song to play on guitar, and it's got a little nice solo on it with Kirk. I mean, it's just it's a great song, And I like the Diamond Head opener, which is good. They're all great songs. I'm not as huge into punk as you are, but I do like the Green Hell of the speed of that thing.
Yeah.
And I happened to be at a show in 2000, I think it was 2008 or 2009, where they did play it at the Forum in LA.
Yeah.
They never play Green Hell, never. And just to hear James play that live, so fast. I don't know if Glenn Danzig was in the at the show or something. They played it for him, but it was badass to hear live.
Yeah.
But I do. I remember listening to that and hearing it, just religiously playing that thing. Not when it came out. I didn't get it until years later.
Sure.
But it's great. It's a great album, and if you didn't know any better, you'd think it's their stuff.
My favorite song on it is "Run to the Hills" from
at the end, the ding 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 over there. They're parodying, making fun of Iron Maiden.
And I used to always think, it's like, okay, does that count?
What's interesting is they don't. I mean, they have Iron Maiden covers that they do, which they do, again, just like anything Metallica does, I think, better than Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
And they're big Iron Maiden fans, but they really, it's surprising they didn't have an Iron Maiden cover on that thing. I mean, I guess you could call that little snippet.
Well, they were, again, I think they were, maybe it was very smart on their part to release songs that for the most normal people wouldn't have known.
Yeah. They don't. I feel like they don't do Metallica throughout their whole career. Every album, it'd be very obvious to do this, do that, do this. Yeah. Very obvious, and I think that's Lars. It would be very obvious. Probably James make all the decisions. Yeah. It'll all be fast. But Lars is in there going.
It's a good point because but say if they released this thing and it was like a Priest cover, a Maiden cover, like a Led Zeppelin cover.
All the top bands, yeah. Nobody knows Diamond Head is.
I don't need to hear any covers of any band. As I said, the awesome thing about Metallica is like even the songs that they make covers, they make them their own.
Right.
I remember I saw Metallica on the Black Album tour, and I think they opened up with Breadfan.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay,
right. It would be very obvious to go. We'll put a Black Sabbath cover on there. A Led Zeppelin, like you just said, but they're going to go, I'll put a Diamond Head on there.
Yeah.
I'll put a Misfits on there, a Killing Joke, and everybody's like,
who's Killing
Who the hell is that? And everybody in America is going, who the hell is that? But that's what they've done throughout their whole career, and I think that's the brilliance of Lars Ulrich.
I think
is challenge the status quo.
Yeah.
Because I think James would do this, play fast every single time, and you'd be done with it. It's kind of like the Kerry King at Slayer is fast every single time. I got one speed, I just play it, and Slayer's fast in your face every single time.
Yeah.
No frills, fast, hit you in the face, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Where Metallica's dynamic, and you don't know what you're going to get.
That's
why they're so successful.
I honestly think the Garage Days EP was the first time where, like, a band made me want to search out more.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, okay, these are cover songs. Oh, Killing Joke, Diamond Head. Budgie, a band that's named after a bird. But it made me curious. It made me want to search out and find those songs and find these original versions, and it turned me on to those bands. Like I am now a Diamond Head fan and a Budgie fan.
Right.
And Killing Joke.
Right.
But
Time. I mean, come on.
I honestly feel that it's an EP and it's a bunch of covers, but it should not be an album that should be overlooked from Metallica.
I agree.
And as I said, as a fan, right during that time when Cliff died, when the future of Metallica was unclear, we all needed that album.
As much as they did.
Much as they did. So,
And
if you got $5.98, go out and buy the Garage Days Revisited EP.
It might have been. It's probably the album that saved Metallica for all of us.
Yeah.
Because you lose somebody and you don't want to do it anymore.
And they had me save some money because the EP was only $5.98.
Yeah. The funny story, the way I obtained the CD was it was laying on a buddy's room, and he clearly was not into Metallica anymore. He's a big Ozzy Osbourne fan, and it was just sitting there, and he's, you can have it, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll take that.
You're like, how much do you want for it? $5.98.
$5.98. I still have it to this day, and I have the vinyl of it that I've never done anything with, but it's a strong album, and I still love that they play songs from it. They played one the other night, and wherever they're at, they played the Weight. Such a good song.
Yeah.
It's a strong album, just like pretty much every one of theirs.
And only $5.98.
It's cheap.
Yeah. Even for the day's times.
Mm-hmm. I think they're re-releasing it actually too.
I was trying to end it on the $5.98 thing.
You can edit it.
And then you kept on going.
Oh, really? Sorry. You can edit it. Stop it right there.
and that's the best $5.98 you can spend. Yeah, and I agree with you. That was Hey gang, this is Ray, and I just want to say thank you very much for checking out my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more videos, please click on the subscribe button. And if you like what you see, please give it a like. That would mean a lot to me. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing Hawaiian shirts, well, when I'm not talking about records, I'm talking about my other love, Tiki. I have a show called Tiki with Ray. If you want to check that show out, just search Tiki with Ray on YouTube. It'll come up.